So today we're going to be replacing the hubs and the shocks on my 2000 F350 Super Duty. I already did the other side, but unfortunately this side actually didn't have a hub in it. Found that out. But we will be showing how to replace this one. I can show you the other side real quick. So this is how the other side looks brand new. It might not look exactly like this for you, but it might. I think this is also aftermarket, but this is what the old one looked like. It was pretty junk, fell apart. It's all in a million pieces on the ground. But basically, the way you take it off is you grab some like channel locks or pliers or something that you can grab this with, and you grab these little prongs here, and you squeeze them together, and you pull them out. I'll show you on the other side. Okay, so basically, there's this ring that sits inside here just about like that. See, it's just in this little lip here, and usually there's the hub in there, but I could get it in. You just pinch these. I would recommend using some channel locks or something. You just get it on there, and you pinch it, maybe. Pinch it together, just like so, and then you can slide it right out of there. Just sit that on the ground. You probably won't need that anymore if you got some new hubs. And then this will just be chilling in there. You might have to bang it around a little bit, but on the other side, I just slid it right out and it came right out. Mine was also broken though. So once you do that, you're gonna want to probably take your wheel off. Might be the best thing to do. Now that you got your lug nuts off, you just slide that bagger right off. Then I like to just sit it down right in front of where I'm working, so I just have a seat. So now that you've taken your hub out there, now you got yourself a worthless hub that you don't need. Just throw that away. Then you take some kind of wire brush. I couldn't find my wire brush, so I'm going to use this one on the drill. Just get in there, clean up any rust or debris or anything. When the wheel's off, I like to also clean up the hub a little bit. Then I like to take a little air and just get rid of any gunk that's in there. You can set that aside. Then you can grab your new hub, take it out the package. You should have all the components in it rather than one like that. And it should have this little ring that you took off, the other one, the brand new one. You can just set that aside for now. Try not to let any new parts touch the ground, get any dirt or debris on it. You don't really want that. But you can then just slide this one back in. I think I'm gonna have to do something weird with my axle here because it is not loving life. There we go. Slides right in. Then you take your little clip, you just slide it right back over there. You just push it in there as much as you can. And then you just stick your fingers all around there, or you can use something else if you really wanted to. Make sure it's in that groove. Ow! Don't do that though. Then once you get it in the groove as much as you can with your fingers, you can even use something small like maybe the air chuck thing, push it in there, or the previous ring you can use to kind of shove it up in there. That's what I did on the other one. You get it in there real nice. If you think it's seated, you can go ahead and take that green clip off that I took off there. If it's not seated fully when you do it, you can always take your clip, just squeeze it with your fingers till it's tight again, You just slide that little clip back over, and now it's in that small circle again to get over that. But I believe mine is seated in there real nice and tight. If you want to check and make sure that it's seated full, you can take your hub and try and pull it out, and it won't pull out if it's seated in there. And clearly that's seated in there because it wouldn't pull out. If it's not seated fully, it will just pull out, and you might get hit by the little clamp there, but it's fine, doesn't hurt too bad. If this is all you're doing, the hub, you can go ahead and put your wheel back on, but I am replacing my shock as well, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you are doing this, you're going to need a 15mm socket on the bolt here, and you're going to need a, I believe, 21mm socket on the other side here. And then up here is an 18mm. So what I'm going to use is a breaker bar with the 21mm socket over that. So get your breaker bar or whatever you're using on there. And then I take my impact on the other side, on the 15mm side. And you just got to be careful when you're doing this, because you know, you don't want to strip out a bolt or any of that sort of stuff. You know, it's kind of scary. You don't want to break things. You just pound that out, jiggle it out, maybe give it a little twist, a jiggle, or whatever, and you get it out of there. And there's the bolt out. You just set it to the side for now. Then you move to the top. So now I got my 18mm. Get it up there. Oh, my fender liner is a little bit in the way. You just gotta be a little careful getting it off there. Once again, you just don't want to strip out something or whatever. You know, oh, it was a little stuck up on the fender liner there. You got that off there. Now you can have some fun getting it off. It's not too easy. You can try, get under here and, oh, there we go. You just pull that up, and then just wiggle and jiggle this till it comes off. Come on. You're literally off there. There we go. Got that bad girl off. You can just throw that away. Nobody wants that. Okay, now you got your new shock. Do not take this off until you have at least the top mounted, or vice versa. I prefer doing the top first. So, I'm gonna just slide that top right on there. See how easy that was. Love that. Then you take your nut from before, and you just get it right up on there. Get that on there. You don't gotta do it too tight yet. I'm not gonna do it super tight yet, just because then I get a little bit more wiggle room, you know. Now that it's on there, we can grab our bolt, make sure our bolt's all ready. Put it in the edge there. Don't put it through yet though, because you know you got to be able to get it through the hole. So you take a razor blade or something that you can cut with and cut that off. And it's going to slowly slide down, get it into the hole, and mine passed it. Well, that's what you get for sucking. Lift it up and shove that bolt through. Whew. Got the bolt through. Now you take your previous nut and just hand thread her on as far as you can. Okay, that's as far as it's gonna go with my hands. Then you take your 15mm socket from before. You don't put it on backwards. Then you take your breaker bar and your 21mm from previously, And you get that sucker on there. Nice and tight. Then you can tighten the top one again. Okay, got that top one nice and tight. Check everything, make sure it's all secure. Apparently this never actually cut. What the heck? Okay. Get that out of there. Then you got your new shock all installed. Your new hub installed. Beautiful. You still got a frickin' bad axle.